I'm Claire from Chillipeeps. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what happened at the end of 2010 and where we're at now. We left on a high, 2010. We finally found a UK manufacturer, what I'd been dreaming of. Very excited. Everybody told me I couldn't manufacture in the UK. I am. I'm absolutely thrilled. It's very important to me. One, because if I'm selling it in Britain to begin with, I'd like it to be manufactured here. Two, because I want to be on the end of a production line when the first offs are coming off. And it's very easy for me to do that when it's in the UK because I have a 3-year-old daughter. She's my main priority in life at the moment. Don't get me wrong, Chillipeeps is a huge part of my life, but she wouldn't understand if I went jetting off for a couple of weeks or even for a week, and I would miss her tremendously, and I just can't do that to us at the moment. She's too little, so I really wanted it to be built in Britain, and I'm getting what I wanted. So I'm absolutely thrilled that I found the UK manufacturing plant, and we're busy moving that forward at the moment, so that's very exciting. On a different note, I'm pleased to say goodbye to 2010 because I hope that that's our last non-trading year. Obviously we haven't launched yet, so it would be non-trading, but I don't want another one of those. We've been funding the company since I came up with the idea in 2007, and to be honest, it's about time it started to bring some money back into the company. Cash flow, or lack of it, is very stressful, and it's 2011 has to be our year. Well, Christmas, on a personal note, was very magical with my daughter, who's only 3. She was petrified of Santa coming down the chimney, which was hysterical, until the next morning when she saw the presents. Then all of a sudden she wasn't bothered. She was very excited, and she just made me smile the next morning when she said to me, "Do you think he's been again?" She wasn't disappointed at all that he hadn't, but it is so magical, and the fact that she's not sure when he's coming again, she doesn't understand next year, although until New Year came along and I was explaining that it was the next year, and then it started to snow and she screamed with delight because Santa was coming again. Not yet, soon though, only another 300 and whatever days to go. But that was really lovely. New Year has brought us a few surprises already. Some unexpected, some expected. It was my birthday, okay, that's not a surprise. I expect that every year. But it was really lovely. I got to spend the day with my family, invited them all round for lunch. And I love that, and I hope to do it more often. One day soon. But we also went down to the manufacturers, and when I say we, it was Richard, my designer, and I. We went down and we met the tooling company and the manufacturers. Richard and we ironed out all the final tweaks, which was very exciting. I came away knowing exactly what my product's going to look like when it comes off the production line, ready for the launch in March at the Harrogate Nursery Fair, which is exciting and terrifying all at the same time. Nobody knows what will happen when a product goes out to market, but all I can do is give it my best shot. We've worked really hard over the last 3 years, and I just hope it all pays off, and that, as I say, 2011 is our year that money starts coming in. So on a really positive note, it's, that's where we're at. On a bring back down to earth note, after we went down to the manufacturers, we came back and my daughter became poorly, I became poorly, my husband became poorly, Richard the designer became poorly, his family were poorly, and it suddenly highlighted to me that we need to have a disaster plan in place. Maybe disaster is the wrong word, but actually it does cause a disaster when the key people in the project are taken out of action for whatever reason. Thankfully this time it's not serious and everybody's going to be able to be back at work. In fact, everybody is back at work today. But it really does make me realise that we need to plan for these events, and so I think it's something that we all should be thinking about in 2011, and not imagining that it won't happen to us, imagining that if it did, how would we deal with it. And that goes to if a supplier goes under, have you got a backup? if your key person goes under? Who runs the project? Does the project stop? What are you going to do? All these kind of things. Huge dilemmas. We've already experienced it. It's only the second week in January, and yeah, I guess I never thought it would happen to me. It has happened. As I say, thankfully it's not serious, but we need to make sure that we're not affected again. So let's see what this month brings in the build up to the launch at Harrogate in March. I hope you've all had a fabulous Christmas and Happy New Year.